know it's late, but I got some explanation to do. I do apologize to y'all, but your boy need a break sometimes, okay? Hi, welcome to JOA. If you're new to my channel, please click subscribe and click the bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload. I'd really do appreciate it if you do subscribe and you do click the bell. Y'all, so I have an explanation for you guys as to why I'm late today. So basically, I quit like my job on July 7th, 2020 when I told you guys about Nene and how I do feel like there's a sense of prejudice out there and discrimination out there in the workplace, anywhere you go, medical community, real estate, whatever. It's a real thing. But when you have somebody that uses that and for their own personal gain and it's full of lies, they don't really present facts, they don't present evidence, then it just makes people like me or someone else that been through it non-factual, right? So I decided to take a risk. I quit cold turkey, but I had a plan. I was doing Uber and then YouTube as well. And I just been doing YouTube consistently since then and just relying on that. And I know that's not a smart thing to do, and I've been through situations with YouTube. And so, I'm pretty much enamored with what to do if something does go wrong. However, it's a blessing that for almost 8 months now that I've been strictly been doing YouTube, and I've been putting out consistent videos for you all, and it does get tiring, and sometimes I don't want to come on camera, or sometimes I don't even want to do a podcast. So sometimes I just don't want to even do a video at all whatsoever, and it's time consuming. But I do look at the numbers, and the numbers are important to me. I'm just being real with you guys. I'm being honest. I love connecting with you all. This is the reason why I ask icebreaker questions, like where are you from? If you haven't answered that, please do answer that. What are your favorite brands? What do you like to do for hobbies? And I get different answers from different people. And this is the wonderful creation from the millennials that YouTube was created and social media was created, to where I can sit at home and broadcast and be able to talk to you on a national scale and an international scale. So today was kind of just like a self-reflection day, and I went to the lake, and then I just went around New Orleans and drove around. It's therapeutic to me, and I just had to get some sun because I was feeling groggy, and I did need some vitamin D because usually I'm home or I'm in my car. I'm not out there walking, and the fact that I walked by the lake, which I showed you guys in my story page, and me explaining how I felt, it did really help. So if you do feel that way, please consider taking a walk in the sun, or even if it's not sunny, just get that adrenaline rushing in your body while you walk, and it does really help. So I just want to simply just state that and be honest with you guys. I like doing this, but sometimes I'm just is this really what I should be doing, or should I just be doing this or doing that? Because, I don't want you guys to think that I'm just full of negativity and I'm full of hate with certain people that I talk about. That's not me, who I am. I'm just simply a person that have strong opinions about certain people, and I like to call people out on their BS. And when it does happen, you get that type of feeling, possibly, or some of you guys think it's funny. I don't know, but I just like to keep it real and keep it honest with you guys, and it's a give and take. I talk about people, y'all can talk about me. It's whatever, if I can dish it, I should be able to take it. So anyways, Meghan McCain has been really looking really good, and I don't like her, the way she presents her views. With her husband talking points and something like that, but that doesn't mean that I can't really give the woman compliments. She's been changing her style, kind of looking like Ivanka Trump, or kind of look like Erica Kane. Somebody told me in the comments that she's taking advice from Erica Kane, and I can see that. There's only one look I didn't like when she recently, I think yesterday on The View, when she had too much makeup on, and it looked like she had work done. Meghan McCain, you are a beautiful woman. You don't need to put too much makeup on. You don't need to get work done, because if you do get too much work done, you're gonna be looking like Joan Rivers. I'm just keeping it real with you, and we don't want that. So she's a beautiful woman. She don't need to have all that makeup. Literally in my culture, I have a sibling about Meghan McCain's age, and makeup was forbidden in my household, and that's kind of a great thing because it helps your skin out. And usually when these females, they put makeup, it's usually the cheap makeup from Walmart or Walgreens, and then when they apply it consistently for years, when they take it off, it's it ruins your skin and it makes you look worse. Like the tree monster is being shown. Like you're going on a date with a guy or a girl and you're wearing all that makeup, and then they see you as that person, but then when they finally sleep with your ass and you take that mask off, that's when they're gonna see the real you, and you don't want that problem. So make sure you take care of your skin. So a fan basically, tried Meghan McCain, basically look that she had that I was talking about with all of that makeup and the hair, and the fan was telling her that, like, why you changing your hair? What are you doing with your hair and stuff? And then she was like, a bitch can't do anything with her hair. I'm bored. It's a pandemic. And one person told her that she should be a pop star and they're waiting on an album. Don't give that girl ideas. Okay, she can barely commentate on politics. We don't need another Erica Kane, because Erica Kane can't sing. She's a beautiful woman, but we don't need more pop people out here that use autotune and really can't harmonize or have a voice. I mean, I think I have a decent voice and I can harmonize, but Erica Kane can't do it. Meghan McCain certainly can't do it, and her voice is shrill in general, and I'm sure her singing is even shriller. Okay, so we don't need that. So Van Jones was on The View, and I'm not going to play the clip. You guys should have watched it, with Sunny Hostin basically calling him a chameleon, saying that black people don't trust you anymore. And according to Page 6, and even according to his tweets, he felt some type of way. He felt ambushed on The View. And the thing is, when you go on these shows, they give you a preparation of questions. And so in the preparation of questions that he had, the briefing that they had, I'm sure he was surprised because the questions that were aligned in the briefing were not aligned on live television, and because he was surprised with the question, and they went off on him. And I disagree. I love Anna Navarro, but I disagree with her. So what if he took a picture of Candace Owens? So what if he was in the Trump White House? And he did have a series of tweets, and even Cindy McCain took his side and saying she can't wait until she sees the documentary between him and Meghan McCain. And Joy Reid even sent out a tweet, congratulating him, and there are other tweets saying that, shame for the View co-host for doing this. I personally don't care about him taking a picture with Trump or him taking a picture with Candace Owens. I'm simply looking at his track record about calling Republicans a-holes and just being anti-Trump, and then having the possibility of being fired from CNN. So then he backtracked. Like, I personally don't care if he's a black man and he likes Trump. I don't care about that. There's black people that like Trump. I don't care if he likes Candace Owens. What I care about is your track record, like flip-flopping. And that's where a lot of people think that you are a flip-flopper. In addition to that, while Sunny Hostin was asking Van Jones that direct questions that went viral on Twitter literally for 24 hours, Van Jones simply said that people are taking a small clip and they're using that against him, and he did display that actual quote in full context on his Twitter page. So if you haven't read it, please do. I was looking for the video as to where he fully said that you have to look it in full context. So if you haven't seen the page, it's on his Twitter, where you can read the description. And like I said, Cindy McCain came to his side, and Joy Reid, and among others. And so I'm sure he was really surprised, and according to the sources, I do believe it, because him being with Meghan McCain, and Meghan McCain bringing the ratings to The View, and just them working together. I'm sure he felt like there was some type of camaraderie, and that there's a sister on the show, Sunny Hostin, that's also a lawyer. I'm sure he wasn't really expecting that as well from her with that question. There's a radio host in Philly, a local legend in Philadelphia that I also follow. Her name is Patty Jackson. She has a YouTube channel as well. Check her out and tell her I sent you. She even calls him a flip-flopper, and she even says that he's dating Kim Kardashian. And so, I know in some parts of the black community, females, and I know I'm gonna get ambushed for saying this, but a lot of females, they feel some type of way when there's a Caucasian woman dating a black man. They're not used to seeing that, or they may feel some type of hatred towards that, or they feel like, wait, why isn't he dating a black queen? What's going on? He's a traitor. He's not supporting us. And so when I think about it with my perspective of being of Arab descent, a full Arab, full blooded first generation American, because my parents are immigrants that came here to the United States at different ages. And if I see, like, it's very rare, but because the culture is very traditional and conservative, but when I see someone of my culture dating somebody of a different race, which is very rare, like I said, it is kind of, I'm not looking at it in a bad context in a way where it's saying, wait, she's a traitor or he's a traitor, why is he marrying her, why she's marrying this? Because I saw a 90-Day Fiance, y'all, and I was protecting that 19-year-old white girl that was going to Syria trying to date that 24-year-old Syrian dude that lied on her on the app saying he's from America, when a week later they told he told her that he's from Syria, and then they didn't mean to Syria because of ISIS. If you get my drift, they went to Lebanon instead because of the context of where the country is now politically. And so I'm looking at it from that standpoint. I'm not looking at it from a racial or prejudice or discriminatory standpoint, because there's people out there for everybody. Love is out there for everybody, and it's hard. If you find love, I don't care if it's like this different color, the same sex, different sex. It took me some time to deal with the whole transition to transgender, seeing that in public. I'm scared of drag queens, I'm not gonna lie, because they be looking clownish in my opinion, and I could be canceled for saying that, I know, but I don't like clowns, and with the makeups and the big eyes, that scares me and that makes me feel uncomfortable. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not being homophobic. I'm just simply keeping it real. Like, drag queens literally scare me, and they got some dudes that do transition and they come out really well. Like, they had Laverne Cox and this other woman that was on Wendy one time that really looked like a woman, like biologically woman, and had she not said she's a transgender, I would have believed she was a woman. So what I'm saying is, it's just like, it's hard out here for love. You know what I mean? It's hard out here for connections. And, if we want to be in a society where people of color and African Americans should be accepted no matter what, equally, within real estate, within medical, within finances, within job security, then why can't we accept that for other people? And I know I'm getting comments, well, JOA, why should we accept anything and be fair when they're never fair with us? Well, when you start with that perspective, now you're being the same monster as the other side, and you don't want that. I know it's hard, and you want to be petty, because I'm petty as well, but sometimes you got to be mature than the other side that brings the hatred throughout 400 years of oppression, that brings the prejudice, and so on and so forth. So at the end of the day, what matters is your mindset. What matters is who raised you and how they raised you with morals and principles, and that's what matters. And the person upstairs, the person of faith, or someone who you look up to religiously, faithfully, that's it. But anyways, I talk too much. So my icebreaker question for y'all is, if you haven't answered, where you from? What's your favorite brand? What do you like to do? What's your talent? That's another question. I like to sing, and I like to talk, and I like to eat, of course, and stuff like that. But anyways, let me know those questions below. Click that subscribe and click that bell button so you will be the first to know when I upload. Deuces. Yay! So I should do a pop album.